Hey guys, good morning. It is about 7:25 a.m. on this Monday, June 9th, 2025. And if you're wondering why I'm up so early, this is normally what I do sometimes during the, I guess you could say, non-seasonal months, if you will, basically the school year. And I say that because for a lot of you that have followed me for 17 years, you kind of understand exactly, what this video is going to be about. And for those of you that are new, basically, this video is something that I do almost every time around this time of year, around this time of June, due to my living situations. And what that means basically, and again, for those of you that have followed me for 17 years, you know what it is. You know what this is about. What this is about basically is the fact that after this Friday, things are going to be, changing for a bit, as I just checked something. But things are going to be changing for a bit. And what I mean by for a bit, I'm talking basically from initially Friday afternoon, because usually sometimes what they do basically for the matriarch, if you will, and their fellow teachers, is they let them out early sometimes. And what that means is when that happens, the moment I guess you could say, things change for the next 2 months, could be around, let's say, the 3:30 p.m., 3 o'clock, Pacific time frame, 3 p.m., 3:30 p.m., 4 p.m., Pacific time frame. And what I mean by change, basically, and again, this is for those that are new, my content creation schedule kind of gets a little, wonky, if you will. Not saying I can't provide content or anything like that, but, it just gets to a point to where I gotta really look at the opportunities that get presented, to me. Now, over the past few summers, summer breaks, if you will, I have had opportunities given to me, mainly because, baseball games could be on, or other things have come up, so on and so forth. Well, basically, that's hopefully what will be happening, this year as well, where I'll get some opportunities and everything coming my way. I'm not saying that's totally going to happen, but it's a possibility. But yeah, basically, again, for those that have followed me since the beginning, they know what this is about. They know that essentially I do a few things. I do one of a few things to provide content during the next 2 months. One, I basically get up early or I stay up late to do a recording or a live stream, and then I try to upload it immediately after that, or a little after that, even though it might be, debuting late at night or very early in the morning, or throughout the day if I do it early in the morning. So basically there's that option to where, like I said, I get up early in the morning, do a video like what I'm doing now, and then upload it immediately afterwards. Or if it's one of the videos that I kind of like do sections in, but I piece together as one video, and I have to use an app or a software like Movie Maker or Power Director, if you will, then that's going to be one way that I go. And that'll allow me to provide content throughout the day. And that might be a direction I go this summer, maybe. It all depends on my situation. But yeah, that's the direction I probably will be going this summer, because as you've been noticing, I've been using the Power Director lately, the Power Director app on my phone, to make some of my content, especially the on-camera content with images, next to me that, kind of relate to what I'm talking about. So, that's a possibility. The other possibility is the fact that I could be doing videos, and I probably am going to do some videos throughout this week, to where when I upload them to YouTube, they won't be released until the date they are scheduled to be released. I've done this in the past to where basically I will do some content, maybe a couple of videos throughout the week, if you will, and some of those videos will be meant, will be meant for like next week, in the next 2 weeks, stuff like that. So that way, whatever comes up personally, I won't have to worry about, hey, am I going to be able to get some content out or anything, because content will already be provided. So there's that situation right there. Again, like I said, the other option is to do some content early in the morning, maybe late at night, and then try to upload it, onto YouTube. And if it's in multiple parts, either it's going to be uploaded late at night and premiered late at night, or it's going to be basically done early in the morning and then pieced together to be uploaded during the day. But if it's a straight video like what this is, then it's automatically going to go right to YouTube right after I'm done, or at least I'll try to get onto YouTube after I'm done. But yeah, basically that's what's going on here. And again, the reason I'm explaining this is for those that are new to my channel, the new subscribers and viewers, which I thank you guys for subscribing and viewing the channel. This is a situation that honestly, I'm not the only one. Let's be honest here. I'm not the only one that deals with this. A lot of us, even those that have made a name for themselves, on YouTube, the irate gamers, the angry video game nerds, the nostalgia critics, the Linkaras, even those that are not as big as them, like Rob the Wonderful and Animat and Huey Toonmore. A lot of them, understand that personal life, gets, pretty much, gets the, I wouldn't say personal life gets in the way, but basically it's personal life, is basically the front and center that you pay attention to the most. Like if an emergency comes up, forget about YouTubing, that comes first, flat out. But yeah, basically a lot of the established ones, and even the not so established ones, they understand this. They understand that you're going to have a time during the year, whether it's a summer break, a spring break, a Christmas break, whatever, to where you gotta basically, you just basically gotta work around the situation. There could be a time, and I'm not the only one that's still, that goes through this. Again, those that I mentioned have done this as well. There's a time to where when you do your video, or you're in the process of doing a project or whatever, that you might get interrupted. One person that I follow for his live streams and even his, topical videos, it's his Raw Cognitive channel, as well as his Just Alex channel, is Just Alex. His wrestling, which is his wrestling channel. And there have been times, I think 1 or 2 times, he's done a live stream, and he's been interrupted. Somebody will come in and say, oh, I need this and all that, or something else will happen. So he understands. This is why when he says, I'm going to take a break and everything, sometimes he takes a break, not because he mentally has to, but, mostly because there's some personal life, situations, family issues and all that, that he has to, put first, that he has to basically focus on first. And it's the same with me. This is why, when I tell you that I'm going to, probably do some videos that'll be set to premiere, within the next few weeks and everything, whether the videos that are sliced up and pieced together as one video, or it's just a straight video like this, that's what I'm talking about, because there's going to be, times where personal family issues will come into play. Personal family issues, will be, front and center above everything else, and that's just how it is, mostly during the summer break. And for my family overall, it's going to be a summer of change. It really is, because this is going to be technically the last summer that my third oldest nephew will be living out here, because he's going to be attending college down in Southern California, and, at the home of the Grachos, or whatever the name is, basically UC Santa Barbara. He's going to be going there. So it's a big change for his family. Not just his initial family, I should say, but our family in general. So it's a big difference, or it's a big change. And events like that are going to be taking precedent over, what I do with this channel. So that's why I'm coming on here to let you guys know that this Friday, I'm assuming between 3 and 6 o'clock, 3 p.m. and 6 p.m., things will change. And they will change for the next 2 months, at least until, from what I'm calculating, and I'll let you know about this if I can, they will change up until about August 18th. Because that would be the time when the summer break for the matriarch and her their fellow teachers, I should say, the fellow teachers, come to an end. But yeah, basically, I just wanted to come on here and let you know about what's happening and all that going forward as far as the channel is concerned. And this is just going to be what I call the the channel update for the summer and everything, or a summer channel update, if you will, because initially summer does begin next week. So yeah, I just thought I'd let you know about what's happening and what's going to be coming up the road and all that, and how significant the changes might be, even for those that are new to this channel. But that's all I wanted to say, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. Comment if you like. Let me know if you've been through this before or dealt with